Hey, Dr. Lindsey and Wendy here. Wendy was on another one of her many weeks of vacation, and during that week we had 3 guys show up at 9 months. And the trouble with 9 months is that it's growing some, but it's not growing fully. And so if you read your instructions, Wendy, like most people don't do, I ask you to come back at a week to get your stitches out, and a month to look at your scar, and 6 months so that it's starting to grow. We can tell you that the final result's generally about 13 months. And what happens when you don't read those? You show up at 9 months thinking that it's all done. And while it could be all done, it's generally not. And so this guy is very similar to a video we posted roughly a year ago. He's an Asian guy with fairly thick Asian hair that was really missing his whole left hairline. And we did 700 FUEs. And here he is before the case, and at the end of the case, and then here he is at 9 months. That looks good.
It does look good. He doesn't sound too excited.
Yeah, watch this little video, and this was, I should have shown him his before pictures before the video, because after we looked at these pictures, he, like all these facelift ladies and hair guys, they don't remember what they look like. So here's his before picture, and here's his video in relatively poor incandescent lighting. So here we are with Steve, who's 9 months and 13 days out from, how many FUEs did we do on you? 700 or something like that? Mm-hmm. And you're almost exactly like another fellow we posted just before you got here. And that's 3/4 growing. It could be all growing and not get any better, and it could be less than half growing, but I'd say that's 3/4 growing at 9 months. Spin around and let me get the back of your head, please. All the way around. And so, you wear long hair, but even if you had short hair, look, they're zooming right in here. It is almost impossible to see those FUE spots. It looks great. Turn back around if you would. And have you noticed it growing, or you're seeing it start to work finally?
Yeah, I noticed.
Okay. So what do you think?
I like it. I like those results.
And in 4 more months, it's going to be.
It's going to be great. Yeah, because it was FUE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm finicky on FUEs. You got to have relatively fat hair and have a limited site to cover, but this guy was a perfect candidate for a FUE.
Yeah, I think that was. I mean, he was only a candidate for FUE. I think.
Yeah. Why is that?
Because he had his hair sticking up a little bit like that. And
That's
if
right.
you do a strip, then you can see a little bit of that line.
That's a good point, Wendy, because with people like my hair, let me spin around, it comes out and aims straight down, would point straight down on my
Like,
So it would generally cover my average scar, which is that wide. But Asians tend to have hairs that stick more obtusely out of the scalp, and so even with a good scar, you could look down and see it. And that's correct. I did tell him that I didn't think a strip scar would be ideal.
yeah, so he did FUE, and we did FUE, and guess what?
It worked
I think
just as well as a strip.
Exactly.
So if we can help you, please give us a call. Thanks.
Thanks.